What is going on, Panther Lair? We are back talking about the Pittsburgh Panthers victory over the Virginia Tech Hokies this past Saturday on the road. Now, I want to circle back to something that I put out on X, and that is how Virginia Tech was tagging Cam Corhen high when he exited ball screens, and how that relates to Pitt's current struggles shooting the ball from three-point distance. So I think this is something that if you've put on the tape for the Panthers, you absolutely do not want Corhen to have a long roll to the rim, and that's pretty obvious. We're going to take a quick clip or look at a clip here and show you why. So here, Corhen is going to have a free roll, long roll down the middle of the defense. Damian Dunn lifts his defender out of being the low man. Corhen is such a good player, catching the ball in traffic with two hands and still being able to get off 2 feet and finish. I would say if you allow him to do this, this is likely an 80% type of conversion rate. Pitt is currently shooting 32.1% on their three-pointers. Over the last 3 games, they're shooting 28.2%. So while you don't want to give wide open threes to any team, if you think about this over the course of 5 possessions, if Corhen converts 4 of those 5 long rolls and dunks at the rim over smaller defenders, that is going to represent 8 points. If Pitt is only able to make 30% of their three-pointers, you're pretty much looking at 4.5 points over the course of 5 possessions. So it's just kind of a numbers game here. And again, I don't think that any team wants to give wide open looks to anybody, but at the same time, I think they were willing to tag Corhen high off of a shooter, hoping to limit the amount of damage that he did in the paint. And we're going to take a look at it because I think Corhen did a good job adjusting here. So see this defender not in the restricted area. He is clearly trying to meet Corhen here a little bit higher, and he meets him on the catch. But Corhen's like pretty good understanding of like how the players on offense are going to be positioned, particularly in these roll situations, because he has to know this is going to be the low man. So I think he has an idea that Ishmael Leggett is going to be open in the corner. Again, this is not the kind of three-point look you're trying to yield here. And Leggett hits a wide open three-pointer. So here we go a little bit later in the first half. Again, he slips quickly, but they're going to meet him high, helping off of the player in the strong side corner. That's usually not a good idea. Now, they do disrupt this because, again, you don't want to give him a long roll because he's absolutely going to dunk the ball over this guy. So he kicks it out, looks for somebody, kicks it out, and good sign from Amsel Delic here, being able to attack a hard closeout. Here we go. A couple minutes later, we're going to see another high tag here on Corhen. Kind of a similar situation to the one we saw in the very first sequence from this game. And again, they go to tag him high out of the strong side corner, and Lowe identifies this, and he finds Leggett for a semi-contested three-pointer. So again, the big thing here is I don't think teams want to allow Corhen to have a long roll to the rim. It's proven that that's pretty bad for your team. So you saw Mississippi State do this a little bit. See Virginia Tech do this here a little bit. Pitt is going to have to continue to make outside shots to prove to teams that they cannot help in these situations from players in the strong side corner. And I think Corhen's good enough to make teams pay even if they are a little bit successful in doing that, just because he's pretty good at finding teammates. So something to monitor going forward. Thought this was interesting and wanted to get this here on tape.